I was employed in June 2018 under the Act of Persons with Disability, and I work in the Department of Finance, Economic and Planning. I am a revenue accountant, and I'm so happy to be working with Uasin Gishu County, because if I can recall my life before and today, there's a great difference, and it is more positive. My life has really improved because of what the governor of Uasin Gishu County has done for us as PWD family. And personally, I express my personal gratitudes. And I have really worked, I've lived a very difficult life. I've suffered rejection. I have suffered rejection even to the extent of family and even the entire society.
Initially, I was in Naivasha, that is Nakuru County. I went there 2012 till 2018. But for the last 3 years, it wasn't easy. I used to work in an organization whereby getting even a pay, it was really a struggle. It wasn't an easy thing. You can imagine having a disability, struggling, there is no rent. At the same time, you have to wake up very early in the morning to report to work. It wasn't an easy thing.
We don't even prefer ourselves being called people with disability, but we are people with different abilities. Because you see, like, for me, for example, I was not like this before, but I had an accident. And I'd worked in the private sector for so many years, and because of this condition, I saw the interviews, and I was actually, I was shortlisted for the interview, and I actually qualified because I had the qualifications to that post they gave me. As an administrator, I feel I have the obligation to work for the citizen of Uasin Gishu, for that opportunity I've been given.
Before, I didn't have any job. It was a challenge to me. It was not easy. That life was very hard. But the time I got a job here, my life has really changed. It's not the same as before when I was begging from my family members and my relatives. So as I continue with my work, with my departments, I've gone to other counties like Marakwet, Nandi, and other different counties. I have never found any person who have disability working like here in Uasin Gishu. So we want to appreciate the governor of Uasin Gishu for the good job. He understands the persons with disability. He has them in his hearts. Okay, before I didn't have any job. Before that was 2014. Then in 2015, that is when we got a job here at Uasin Gishu as cleaners. So we are deaf cleaners. So we would like to appreciate our governor so much because he has really helped us, we as a deaf community, giving us a tender of cleaning here at Uasin Gishu. For our governor, he has really fought for us. We have gotten jobs, persons with disabilities. We are grateful to him. Employing deaf to work in this county is not easy because sometimes we have communication barrier, but we really thank the governor because he understands the persons with disabilities. We know many deafs outside this county, other counties are suffering because they don't have jobs, but to us here, we are grateful because we have jobs.
employing persons with disabilities has really empowered, is a form of empowering them, because now they are able to enrich themselves, go back to school, take their children to school. Others are able to get married. And through that, the population is increased, and we know very much, you are very much aware that you are a campaigner of us having more and more children. So you can imagine the population is just about to increase, and therefore we are getting more voters.
Getting this opportunity is very rare, and I won't take it for granted. I've learned a lot. Niliekwa department ya audit, and before that I did my attachment here as well. Na nilikuwa procurement. I learned a lot. The procurement process, it was so educative, and also my internship, it has given me a lot of experience in audit. So I've been able to know what happens in procurement and as well what happens in audit.
I'm a pioneer beneficiary wa county revolving fund. Mapala nisomesha with TI. That is for 3 years. I took civil engineering since 2014 to 2017, and the person who paid my fees was Mandago. After my school, he absorbed me for internship since 2018 for 1 year, and now that I'm almost completing my internship, it's another opportunity again that I want to humbly thank him kwa sababu ameniwezesha na gain skills kwa field, nimeenda inspections mingi, I've done evaluation of projects, and at least I've gained a lot.
And I want to say thank you so much because of our governor, because if it were not for him, actually I wouldn't be here, and so far I can say life has really changed for the better. I don't struggle that much like I used to struggle. Life is a bit better, and I'm really, really grateful.
Me getting employed at my age right now, over 50 years, let me say I'm very glad. It's a great boost to me. Life was not all that easy outside. In fact, right now, I support my children in a better way than when I was outside. Otherwise, I do really say a lot of thank you to the county government of Uasin Gishu.
Employing a person who is 50 years is a show to the country, it's a show to the other counties, even to the national government and other agencies to consider persons with disabilities at all levels without limitation.
Tulifanya application hapa, lakini application yetu walisema wale watu ambao iko na qualification ichukuliwe kwanza. So tunashukuru kwa sababu hata sisi wale wengine ambaye miaka yetu imepita, sisi tunashukuru kwa sababu ana ukabila na walemavu.
Our work as government is to make sure we comply with the provisions of the Constitution of Kenya. And any leader or any state officer or any officer in public service should always strive to comply with the provisions of the constitutions and the law of this country. That is why, as county government of Uasin Gishu, we've said we must strive to achieve this 5%, because it is not an impossible thing to do. It is possible. While we are doing for the others, it is also possible to do for the group of persons with different abilities.
Every county should follow the example which county government of Uasin Gishu has done. If we have all the other counties employing at least 60 persons with disabilities every year under reservation, then it means within a certain period of time, 5% will not be a problem.
The policy is that one must be confined in a wheelchair, but with them they are not confined, but they are not able. So we feel that policy is still, it doesn't capture them at the end of the day, because the policy does not allow us to employ unless one is really on the wheelchair. So we can also look, there are only 3, we can look probably clerical assistants who can still be working with him, so that they can be taking them wherever they are. So they can also work, those ones can also work, they can be part of it.
I'm really working well. The conducive environment in Uasin Gishu County, the acceptance, the favor, and everything that I'm getting, if I compare to my previous life, I'm really at heaven.
We were in the process of actually advertising for additional 25 vacancies, but now that 3 or 4 have left, 3, so we are going to increase that number to 28. Na kwa sababu huyu amesema kuna watu walikuwa wamezoea kukaa karibu na kaunti, wakirudi kurandaranda italeta shida, so we are going to kuchukua wale walikuwa interns direct. Those are 2. So we shall advertise for 26.
Our governor has promised me a job. I'm so grateful, and I'm very happy today.
It's a time that I'm receiving good news from Mandago again, that he's confirming for a job. So gladness is my heart that at least I've got a chance in the county again.
The impact of employment is not only on these individuals, persons with disability, but to the entire community and the society. Through this engagement of this staff, the society is able to appreciate and even get encouraged and motivated to continue supporting persons with disability, especially their families.
Personally, the governor heart is very good. He's a very good gentleman because many persons with disabilities have been employed here in Uasin Gishu by His Excellency the Governor, and those all are persons with disability. So you see that the rates of persons begging in the streets are going down. That is why we felt that it's good we appreciate the governor a lot because of the work he has done to us. God himself will see him, and the time he comes in future, I know God will be happy, and he is always happy because of that. I would like to appreciate the governor so much because of uplifting us persons with disability. God himself will bless him. I know God will give him a gift, and we thank him a lot. We are very grateful because he fights for us. He has that good heart and interest with person with disabilities. Also, before we were given the first tender, we applied as cleaners for the Uasin Gishu Deaf Company, and we got the tender here at Uasin Gishu. Our work is to clean the county. We make sure that everywhere is clean. I would like to tell the governor and send him our grateful appreciation. We are very happy.
Our governor is really outstanding. Among the 47 counties, he has emerged the best governor who has really honored the 5% when it comes to job for persons with employment for persons with disability.
Before I leave office, is we want to do a very comprehensive assessment center. Modern, comprehensive assessment center. Because I have realized that some of the reason why sometimes some persons with different abilities are not able to function well is even the assistive devices they are given are not accurate. So zingine inahumiza mtu, is not comfortable, and that is why you find people having to go to see the doctor all the time. We are saying as county government of Uasin Gishu, if there is one thing I desire to make sure I leave before I leave office, is a very comprehensive assessment center.
As National Council for Persons with Disability, we support that because most of the children need school at early ages, prime ages, because of accessing service, educational facilities that cater for persons with disability. And if that one comes now to reality, we will be happy. We will not be referring our students far away with disability, but they can be in a position to access within our county, and we'll be happy.
So by having that facility fully fledged, and actually to the magnitude that our esteemed, our honorable governor has said, it means so many people will benefit from our county and even from beyond. Okay, and because most of these people go to Thika, for example, for the blind, they go to Thika. Thika is known. For the physically challenged, most of them go to Kisumu, Kakamega, Baringo. But with that facility, it will be one of the biggest in Western region. Western part of, it will be even bigger than these others that are existing in Western region. So I believe it's going to empower so many, and so many families will take their children for that particular, for courses they would deem to do.
I would like to encourage those people who are disabled out there. Disability is not inability, so you need to apply for jobs. There's no any discrimination whatsoever. So, yeah.
I would like also to urge my fellow PWDs, kindly, please, let us not shun away, let us not hide ourselves. Let's just come out in public. Whenever we have of opportunities, please, let's come out and take those opportunities to empower ourselves.
I am very happy to His Excellency the Governor. I am so excited, and I realize that he's a man who doesn't forget persons with disabilities.
You know, this is a benchmarking area, because I don't think there's any other county government out of the 47 who has undertaken this kind of initiative and doing more to employ more and more before maybe he takes another. He leaves office. He wants to ensure that he leaves the PWDs as comfortable as possible. So for me, I think our governor is the champion.